goes full steam ahead in Cornwall
That'll keep you fit.
and discovers a trainload of treasure.
Oh, my word. These are great.
He meets the competition in Hull
I like your sign.
Where'd you get the idea for that?
and meets his match in Padstow.
It's a difficult piece of furniture to shift, because what the hell do you do with it?
Sell it to you for a large price.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Wow. Oh, my God. Blimey. Very impressive. I don't know where to look first.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
Yeah, he's odd enough. I bought a turkey.
They are not for sale.
He bargains hard,
4,500 for a pack.
Wow.
and there's nothing he won't buy.
How much does one of those run for?
About 150,000.
With help from his wife Rebecca
Hey, that was a quick turnaround.
and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items, from junk to gems. At the headquarters of Drew Pritchard Antiques in Conwy, everything is quiet. It's the early hours of the morning. The showroom is locked up, the workshop is closed, and the stock is waiting to be discovered by the next eager customer. It's an early start for Drew and T. They're heading toward they near their destination.
So today, T, we are going to see a train.
Oh, nice.
What sort of train? An old one, steam one.
Oh, brilliant.
How much do you know about steam trains?
About that much.
I know less.
Right.
Nothing. Zilch. It's a train and it's powered by steam. That's all I know. And I quite like them.
Bodmin Moor is the supposed prowling ground of the legendary Beast of Bodmin, an elusive wildcat rumoured to live here. It's also home to the 18th century Bodmin Jail, built by prisoners from 20,000 tons of granite. Drew and T are en route to the Bodmin and Wenford Railway. They've had a tip-off that there might be a stash here that's right up Drew Street. Meeting them is retired army officer Jimmy James. He belongs to a team of volunteers who keep the trains running on time.
1874. The one today is a relatively modern one. It's only been running since 1947.
Once part of the Great Western Railway, the branch line closed down in the 1980s and fell derelict. It was restored by a charitable trust, which now runs pleasure trips along the 6.5 miles of track for most of the year, using both steam and diesel locomotives.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Bodmin and Wenford Railway.
Nice.
Oh, look, it's very pretty.
Of course, the problem with you with steam is you went off the rails years ago.
I'm more full of gas most of the time. Jimmy? Drew, how you doing?
Welcome.
Good to meet you.
Great Western Railway. Or God's Wonderful Railway.
God's wonderful railway. Come and show me it then. Come on. Initial thoughts on arriving at the station is it's incredibly authentic. It's completely untouched. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? It's really atmospheric. It's like a scene from a film. It's amazing. It's like a little time capsule. Something... I don't really have a great interest in steam trains, but I can appreciate something this original. It's really beautiful.
The old van used to do that.
Well, that's steam heating.
All right.
We're pumping steam through from the engine to warm up the carriages.
Really? I wondered what that was.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. You've learned something today, T. Jimmy's great. He is a train enthusiast. I'm not going to call him a train spotter. He's not a train spotter. He's a train enthusiast. And he's incredibly...
A Great Western Railway pannier tank built in 1937.
God, really? That late? Looks like...
Quite relatively modern one.
Yeah.
But we have some Victorian engines further down. Not in use today.
How many did you have that run then?
6.
6. Really?
Wow.
And you might be interested in this, Drew.
Coal? Well, we know a bit about that.
Welsh coal.
Yeah. South Walian.
From Merthyr Tydfil.
Yeah.
Best coal in the world.
Ready for action.
Oh, they're off.
They are.
I thought they were going to go that way. I don't have really high expectations because you just never know. They say they've got a lot of stuff they want to get rid of, so we'll see. suppose we better get some work done then, really, haven't we? Where are we looking? I believe we've got some stuff to look at.
Right over there,
That thing.
in that very
Oh,
battered
my God.
carriage, but it's full of junk, which may be of some interest.
That sounds good. That looks like it's been in the sea. I will go and look for salvage and antiques absolutely everywhere. I have salvaged funeral directors. I've salvaged army camps, prisons, schools, you name it, I've been through all of them. I've never been through a railway carriage looking for stuff, so this is a first on a number of levels.
That's it. There you go. Nicely done.
Oh, yes. How long have you... Blimey.
Aladdin's cave.
It is. Usually that means it's not, but this definitely is. There's no electrics in this carriage. It's really dark and gungy and damp and horrible, you know, really. To be honest, I'm used to it. It's just what we do. These are the original signs. You don't want that one?
No?
No. That I like. What about this? Because I've had these before, and they're steel letters, aren't they?
There's still letters on it.
You haven't got one with way out on it, have you? I've got a customer for way out. Gentlemen, that's pretty damn good. It's like bingo. I can't believe my eyes. It's like authentic sign, authentic sign, authentic sign.
We got 8.
What have you got? Sacks full, T. Full. Cast iron letters. Look, there's loads of them. Look at those. Look at those. Look at the patina on that. Look at that.
Excellent.
You're gonna like this one.
Hey, big
It's a big T.
They're great.
There's hundreds of letters here. What would you want for all these?
No idea. £1 each, 50 pence each.
No, they're worth considerably more than that. Yes, yes, they are.
Freestanding letters are one of Drew's best sellers. These ones are made of steel with a well-worn surface. Traces of old paint and soot give them plenty of character. Resold separately, these could be worth around £30 each.
There's a lot of these. What are we paying for these? The only problem with these, they've been painted over. See that there? Look. That'll come off. It's just a pain. That's going to take hours to get that off. One thing that I'm always buying, as everybody knows, is industrial lighting. Now, my friends are always taking the mick at me because the amount of it that I buy, but pays the bills.
These industrial lights date from the 1930s, when they would have been used in a factory or workshop. Once refurbished and rewired, they could be worth £200 each, and they're always popular.
Without the paint, I usually pay about £35 to £45 each for them. Because they're covered in paint, they're going to take me a load more work, so £25 a lamp.
Really?
About these signs.
An authentic piece of pre-war railway history, this wooden painted sign needs virtually no restoration and could be worth about £250.
I know what I sold the last ones for.
Those, I would think 200, maybe more. Hard to tell.
Today, leading architectural salvage dealer Drew Pritchard is visiting Bodmin and Wentford Railway, a heritage line that used to be part of Great Western.
It's really atmospheric. It's like a scene from a film.
Rummaging through an old carriage where decades worth of unwanted items have been thrown,
Oh, my word. These are great.
he's come across a pile of vintage.
Hard to tell.
No, not at all. I'm just trying to think what I sold the last ones for. That one, I like. Let's call that one 80 quid.
Okay.
That one. Happy with that?
That much?
That much, yes.
Very good. Happy with that?
Jimmy thought they were only worth £200 for the lot. I sold the last one for 250, 150.
Sure.
Yeah, happy. You were thinking I was going to say £200 for the lot.
Yes.
That's what you thought. No, they're worth more than that.
Well,
They're worth more than that.
I would never have thought.
They've sold well whenever I've had them. So I'd go for the same price on that one.
Go for it.
So 150 again on that one. And for this one here, we'd go a couple of £100.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid between £80 and £200 per sign. Got a really good look to them.
Got it. Thank you.
How many's that so far?
8, 9, 10.
10. There's another bag of letters here as well, Jimmy.
Do you need rescuing?
Went straight through the case.
Well, that's another case you cracked.
By the end of the day, there's an impressive pile of spoils.
It's quite a nice little pile, that.
That's not bad. Well, there you go.
Is that a good day's work?
I think it is for both of us.
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
it is for both of
absolutely.
us. Yeah.
While T loads up the van,
Is that us then? Right away, driver!
but Drew doesn't get a totally free ride.
Who shovels it in? You. I think you should say that. Oh, bloody hell. Is that right? That'll keep you fit. Today was, not an easy one. We had to dig through a load of stuff, which I have to be honest, I absolutely loved. We found some remarkable stuff, but I gave him a lot more than he thought the stuff was worth. And it's all going to a good home. All that money shouldn't. It's nice, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah. Haven't thought about anything else since I got on. That's always a good thing, isn't it? It's just very relaxing. Yeah. Today was great. Instantly liked it. And I managed to buy a load of really good stuff. And I had to go on a train. So, all in all, pretty top day. By far and away, the best purchase of the day was that big collection of cast iron letters. They won't sell immediately, but they'll dribble out, and it means everybody can afford one. And then we might be able to make some nice words out of them, or do something else with them.
He's very knowledgeable, very easy to get on with.
We all done, T?
Yep.
There are things that he is taking away that we thought had no value at all. So, well done him.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'm surprised by today. I absolutely loved it. It was really good. I think you're doing a wonderful job.
We've enjoyed having you.
Good.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank you,
right.
T.
Cheers. Cheers, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
All in all, a fantastic haul. It really was.
Yeah, it's good.
It really
And you
was.
got to play on a train while I was doing some work.
I wasn't playing on a train.
What were you doing?
I was working.
Going
In fact, yeah, I was working. Well, you were messing about filling the van with stuff.
Back at Conway, Drew shows off his latest buys.
Drew's come back with 6 bagfuls of wonderful iron letters. We can sell letters till the cows come home. And the signs, I mean, they're just fantastic.
Aren't they great?
They are superb. They make you smile, ladies' waiting room, gentlemen. I mean, they're great. And the colours, the cream and the brown, are just it's very special.
Carl gets to work restoring the lights to their former glory.
That's going to take some work. Right, come back to that.
Drew's favourite word is rummage. And it works, it pays off. He'll find something that somebody else has not even caught their eye as they've walked past. And he'll see, and that's what makes him successful.
I don't know how he sees through the rubbish sometimes to get that. How did he see that amongst all the rubbish and the dirt?
And as for those 6 bags of cast iron letters, there's an impressive total of over 200 pieces.
They want some more cleaning and waxing. Great. Sick of the sight of tea by Friday.
It's not long before Drew and T climb back in the van. This time their journey takes them right across the country, 178 miles northeast via the Humber Bridge.
Bridge as well. What's it called? Humber Bridge? Humber Bridge. Yeah, it's nice.
that big bridge.
An historic port and fishing centre at the estuary of the River Humber. There's been a city here since the 12th century. In the Victorian era, it was a departure point for thousands of migrants heading to America and Canada. Today, the marina, built during the economic boom of the 1980s, is still a focal point for the city. Named as UK City of Culture 2017.
We're off to Waterloo Antiques.
Oh, nice.
We're going to go and see father and son, Eddie and Andy, who run it up here in Hull.
Former paving contractor Eddie Franklin and his son Andy have been running their reclamation business for 8 years. Their current location is a disused pub.
Anything reclaimable, really, you know, it's anything that takes your eye. We watch you all the time. I think we might have a few things that might interest him.
There you go, Hull's own Salvage hunters.
I like it.
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Eddie.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Joe.
How you doing?
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. I like your sign.
Where did you get the idea for that?
Yeah.
It's something to do with this man here.
I really like city centre yards because there's stuff constantly going in and out of the place. All the sort of things that I like. Industrial, for a start. Shop fittings, lighting. You name it, it'll come through here. What was it? Oh, nice. Organised.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Think of these.
They're good, aren't they? Big lumps, blimey. I like the sign writing on it.
Yeah.
Reporters, probation officers.
We've got the dock. We've got the dock up there.
God, that's handed down a few sentences, isn't it? Cool. Oh, it's nice and warm here.
Yeah.
You walk straight past the white top hat. Eh? The white top hat? No, it's not me. That is, though. It's a bit tatty, but...
It's got a couple of drawers missing.
Oh, has it?
On the
Yeah.
bottom, yeah, the bottom.
Easy to make.
In the days when every customer was individually looked after by an attentive tailor, haberdashers' units like these were a common shop fitting. Restored, this one could be worth about £2,500.
This would have been something that you would have had socks, underpants and shirts, vests, ties, that type of thing really in there. But it's a good size, good colour, oak ones I prefer. How much is it? As it stands, just don't do anything, just as it is.
As it stands. I mean, I know what's a bit of work doing to it.
It needs a lot of work.
I know how much it's worth when it's done, but...
I've got, at the minute, about 30 of these in, all different shapes and sizes, and they're proving pretty popular for me at the moment.
So you might not want to give me much for it, then. Would you give me 800?
I had the drawers, fine. Not bothered about the glass and the scratches and everything.
Do you reckon we could split it at 7? If I can fetch 7 for it, then, you know, I've got a bit of wage out of it.
Architectural salvage guru Drew Pritchard
That's pretty cool.
is at reclamation specialists Waterloo Antiques in Hull. He spotted a haberdashery cabinet, though this one has seen better days.
I mean, I know what's a bit of work doing to it.
It needs a lot of work.
I know how much it's worth when it's done, but would you give me 800 quid for it?
No, not in this state. I'm at 6.
Do you reckon we could split it at 7? If I can fetch 7...
Yeah, I'm not going to bother arguing with you. It's a big old unit, but it does need a lot of work. That's at the absolute top end of what I can pay. I couldn't pay a penny more for it. But we've got to help each other in this business. He needs to make a quid, so do I. I'm not going to begrudge him his profit.
My drummer's stall.
Is that what it is?
1950s drummer still, yeah. Tilts.
Paragon.
Tilts. Oh, I see.
That's in case you get a drum with a short leg on one side.
Drummer stall came from a little second-hand shop out on the coast. I was out on the beach one day and I nipped to a second-hand shop and found a drummer stall, which is quite a quirky little thing.
Quite like it. I just don't like the red paint. And strangely, I don't like... See the way it doesn't line up with that one?
Again. Tilting and height adjustable, it's made of chrome with a cast iron base and could be worth £200.
How much is it?
I put 65 on it, but I'd let you go to 45 trade.
Yeah, it's cool enough. I don't get that paint off the bottom of it. Yeah.
It's a rare old item.
The drummer's stool is an unusual one, but it's got quite a few things going for it. It's logoed, it's got a bit of quality on the turns, it's heavy and it's not too big. Best buy of the day will be the haberdashery cabinet. They always are. They're always a good seller, and it'll be a sort of remarkable restoration that will have to get it looking as new, which it'll have to do. We leave some of the scuffs and we leave the patina on the handle every day. Eddie and Andy, pleasure to deal with, straightforward, and the stuff they have not been messed around with, and it's that thing again, originality for me is everything, and I will pay an awful lot more for it.
Oh, that was tiring, T. Knackered.
Are your eyes hurting watching all that work?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bill. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Cheers, T. Thanks a lot.
That was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, the second time,
sir. The cabinet, that's going to restore well. You watch Gav loves doing those things. He'll whip that round in about a day. Finished.
What makes you think Gavin loves doing that?
Well, he always smiles when he sees them.
Back at Conwy, Drew's Best Buy is first in line for a makeover.
It looks worse than it actually is. See these drawers, Gav, that have got the separators in? Put those at the bottom and then graduate them up. Yeah?
What we're missing?
3 doors, 2 handles.
The other big job is the drummer's stool. First, the 2 levers have to be adjusted so they line up correctly.
That's better.
Then the chrome gets a thorough polish.
Using a very fine wire wool in the polish at the same time, just to get rid of the bits of surface rust that are on it.
And finally, it's a coat of top-strength paint stripper overnight to get rid of the red.
Even a few. Right, we'll leave that till the morning and then give that another wash and a brush.
In his workshop, furniture restorer Alex is making 2 new drawers for the haberdashery cabinet. They've got to match the other 38 exactly.
It shouldn't be too difficult. The important thing is it's exactly the right size, and we've got exactly the right finish, and you will never know.
There you go, perfect. Spot the difference?
With the new drawers delivered, all that's needed is a finishing touch.
This side's faded over the years, so I'm just putting some stain on it to try and colour match the front, really. Looking quite good at the moment.
The paint stripper has done its job on the drummer's stool.
It's all right, it's just a bit rusted. It's not going to affect it visually, it's just to give it a bit of protection. That's better than it was.
Soon Drew is on his way back down to the southwest again. He's been invited to a country house stacked high with antiques. It's 370 miles away, in the town of Padstow.
We're going to a bit of class today, T.
Are we?
Prideaux Place. It's a classical E-shaped Elizabethan building. You won't see many of these.
An historic fishing port on the north coast of Cornwall, Padstow is at the mouth of the River Camel. Access to the harbour is noted. But that fateful tale hasn't stopped Padstow becoming a popular upmarket resort, attracting over 500,000 visitors a year.
They do have an awful lot of furniture they're not using. And you know these big country houses, they can yield some gems.
Prideaux Place is one of Cornwall's most prestigious privately owned properties. It's an Elizabethan manor house, long held home to an ancient clan of landowners who built a fortune over centuries by property acquisition, aided by some deft marriages. Elizabeth Prideaux-Brune lives here with her husband Peter, a retired barrister.
This is the house that my husband's family
Prideaux Place is a popular film location. Stars like Ray Fiennes, Kate Blanchett and Helena Bonham Carter have all graced the premises. The estate also boasts one of the oldest enclosed deer parks in the country.
At the moment it's the rutting season, so they're quite, well, what shall I say? Busy.
Oh, that's... Yes. Hello. Now you're talking. Oh, God. I've got a new favourite country house now. Oh. Hello. Elizabeth.
Yes.
Drew.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to have
Thanks
you here.
for having us.
Not a bit. It's a great pleasure.
Yeah, this tea.
I'm tea.
How do you do?
You okay?
Amazing. Look at these deer out here. That's a white one. Amazing. Look at this. Walpole.
It is. It's pure Strawberry Hill Gothic.
My word. So this is 18th century Gothic.
Strawberry Hill was the name of a house owned by Horace Walpole in the 18th century, and its trend-setting Gothic style, with its nostalgia for all things medieval, was the cutting-edge interior fashion of its day. The Reverend Charles Prideaux Brune, an ancestor of the present owner, was a great enthusiast and introduced it here in the early 19th century.
This style harked back to an older age. Imagine knights and templars and things like that. This is avant-garde, this is crazy, this is incredibly fashionable and rare as hell.
Amazing to find it in a house like this.
I know, isn't it extraordinary? And there's wonderful... wonderful thing about this house is nobody's ever thrown anything away since about 1580. So there's a great mixture of dates and items.
Any other family might keep discarded stuff in the attic. This family has an entire wing of the house.
So where are we off to now then?
We are going to go up and see the American quarters. So you're leaving the pretty bits now and entering another world of junk.
That's my world.
That's your world. The whole of the north wing at the back of the house, which used to be the servants' quarters, was taken over by the Americans during the war.
Look at this.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? It winds on down there.
The first Maritime of the D-Day landings.
They were the second wave into Omaha, all these young men, and so they were all wiped out. We've left it very much as the American Army left it. You know, it's got their names on the lockers, and it's got Lance Sergeant's room.
Build, destroy, fight.
121st Engineers, I think they were.
It's nice that that's been left.
Yeah. But before the Americans were there, as I say, it was servants' quarters. There are, I think, 44 bedrooms there.
Wow.
Now the search begins in earnest.
Having fun yet? Yes. Instant fun. It's like a theme park for me.
And are of good, if not excellent quality.
Right, this is where it gets a bit more difficult, I'm afraid. You've got to just a slight hand job.
My word.
I'm sorry, this is rather...
No, it's great. Do you want to come and poke around my big old country house? Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't think we've ever turned on that.
No, never.
Oh, dear. There we are.
It's a rabbit warren down here.
It is a rabbit warren, isn't it?
It's almost like a film set. It's Dickensian, you know. It's low ceilings, dark and sort of worn. Everything looks like it's had a million people walking over it. But there's things here. They've been using it for storage, and this always happens in these big old houses, and this is a big one. Every 5 minutes. Light is the one I was going to just pick up. That is great.
Yeah.
That's exactly the sort of thing I'm looking for. Going through all the house and went into one of the rooms, we're picking through all the bits and bobs, and all of a sudden there's a good, tall, sort of intermediate size floor lamp. Stylish, nice bit of wear. It's not in bad nick at all. Nice and heavy. Perfect. Just what I was looking for.
The nickel-plated floor lamp, dating from the 1950s with adjustable height and head, could have a market value of £300.
It's gone a bit, no maker's marks on it. Skoll, London, never heard of it. And I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lamps and not heard of that one. Yeah, sold.
Done. Sold. Sold to the man in the leather jacket.
Paid £100 for the lamp. That's about right. I always start a little bit lower. I probably could have gone to 120, but no more. It needs rewiring, cleaning, polishing, bulbs. It needs a bit of spending on it, about £65 to get that lamp right before we can sell it.
All Drew's found in this ancient house so far is one 1950s floor lamp.
These are the lower stables.
He's hoping the stables will prove more fruitful.
In these country houses, I've been through so many over the years that the stables are full of lots of things. Broken motorbikes and lawnmowers, bits of old garden furniture and bits of old furniture from the house that are broken, rotten or not needed anymore. They're great hunting ground. With a big stable like that... Word.
Is stuff.
That's good stuff.
Leading architectural salvage specialist Drew Pritchard has travelled 6 hours to Prideaux Place near Padstow.
Wow. Instant fun. It's like a theme park for me.
After an exhaustive search,
that's exactly the sort of thing I'm looking for.
He's only bought one modern lamp. Now the stable block is his last hope to make the trip worthwhile.
In here is stuff.
That's good stuff. When I walked into the stables, being Christmas morning, exactly where I want to be, stuff everywhere. So this is full of furniture?
Yes.
There's lots of interesting furniture, but what catches my eye is an amazing top of just looks like a big box.
You need to be a gymnast to be able to do this job, don't you?
You do. You need to be a gymnast and a ferret. Half man, half ferret. Paint surface to the top is so beautiful and worn. I'm excited. I really want to know what this is. I've got a feeling I know what it is. I think it's just a big chest. And hey, I love a big chest. Which is beautiful. It'd be a nightmare to get it out.
This job's too big for just one man. Cue reinforcements.
I might just go outside and see
what you've got.
If you could pop your hands in your pockets to make it look like you're doing something.
As soon as I saw the top and the side, got beautiful, very, very basic construction, bracket feet. Top is sort of 3/4 hinged. The paint surface is just wonderful. You open the top, it's got 2 angled bins.
They can keep the spiders, isn't it?
Is there anything in it, Drew?
No, come and have a look. It's fascinating. I think it's been a grain bin of some sort. It's a more or less useless piece of furniture, unless you want to store 10,000 pairs of socks or some grain. Pine. Painted pine all over.
Painted pine.
1800 to 1820. What attracts me to it is the colour. Look at the paint on it.
I wouldn't necessarily have noticed it, and I'd never have picked it out as being a desirable object, I must confess.
The chest dates from around 1830. The exterior is pine, and the sycamore interior is bleached from years of storing grain. It could be worth £1,000.
What's it worth? It's a difficult piece of furniture to shift, but it's so interesting.
Okay.
Because what the hell do you do with it?
Sell it to you for a large price.
That's a good.
You're cottoning on to this, aren't you? I can't give you a fortune for it. I really can't.
No.
Because it's a bit useless. If it was a bit narrower, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful item which I definitely want to buy. Any idea what you'd like?
Well, how can I say it?
Look at that.
1,000?
No, I reckon I can get 1,200 quid for it.
1,200?
I think that's what I can get for it.
So you're going to
when there's a bit of
offer me
restoration.
half the price?
Yeah.
Right. So we're talking 600. 8?
Meet in the middle, 7.
7?
7.
Done.
Done. Thank you.
I don't know what I could use it for now. So I'm not crying to say goodbye to it.
At Elizabeth is an absolute nice original pieces. I'm happy.
I absolutely loved it. I just love him to stay for a week. I could learn so much.
No, thank you.
I've really, really enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it no end, and all that's going to go to a very good home.
Good.
Thank
so,
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Safe journey.
All in all, you know the best find of the day today?
Go on.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's
Great
great.
fun, wasn't she? Really nice.
Wonderful.
Back at Conwy, Drew hands the grain bin straight over to Alex for restoration.
The problem is the feet have rotten off. So what we need to do is trim it off to square it, and use a piece of timber, the same age, same thickness, same.
The timber is shaped and trimmed, glued and screwed.
Now we need to round off all the corners to put a bit of age to it. There shouldn't be any sharp edges.
And when it looks worn enough, it's coloured to match.
And when that's dried off, have a wax and it'll be perfect.
And after a coat of wax, it goes straight up onto Drew's website. The other item from Prideaux Place, the lamp, has been bought by a classic car restorer in Cambridgeshire. He also bought 2 of the green industrial lamps from Bodmin for his garage. And 2 more of them are on their way to a pizza factory in Glasgow. As for the signs from Bodmin Rail, Rebecca are on their way to Wiltshire to deliver the signs in person.
Here we go.
Rudlow Arms.
I love it that one of our customers is the best chef in the world.
Set in 14 acres of mature grounds in Wiltshire, the Rudlow Arms is a Victorian Gothic pile.
Oh, yes, look.
Love the flagpoles. Look, those are the flagpoles we sold him.
Oh, it's fantastic.
2 years ago, the 40-bedroomed hotel and restaurant was taken over by the celebrity chef, once known as the enfant terrible of British cuisine, Marco Pierre White. Marco was the youngest chef to be awarded 3 Michelin stars.
Hello, mate.
Drew,
how you doing? Good to see you, mate.
How are you?
All right,
well?
thanks. I'm well.
Can't let go yet. How are you? Look at you, beautiful girl. If I think of some of the great pieces that I've found in my life, I found them in Drew's establishment. He knows my taste. He knows what I like.
I thought with these, you've got to have them.
They are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like the simplicity of them. And the blacksmith work and the iron work and just straightforward.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Gentlemen, lost property office. I love that. I think I'll put that above my office.
That's the best. That's the best.
I've been lost all my life.
Yes.
Emotionally.
Lost brain cells.
Amazing, amazing.
We look after a few people in the public eye and have done for years. And Marco is...
See, I use these to bring down the ceilings, because I don't like high ceilings. Because when ceilings are too high, it becomes all so formal.
Looks great. This is my first time down at Rudlow. I've walked in and I've spotted several things that we sold. It looks great. It's got a good feeling about it. People try and do this and it's unsuccessful. They can't put it together correctly. This is done with a bit of heart, a bit of feeling, a bit of fun and humour.
Blackpool Fairground lighting by Drew Pritchard.
Yeah, we love that, yeah. We've got Drew Pritchard, we've got Terry O'Neill, we've got P.G. Woodhouse.
I know.
The signs he brought today were sensational.
Terrified.
I might put them in a bedroom.
Thanks, mate.
I might put them in the ladies' loo. I will find a home for them. Safe journey, safe travels.
Make me laugh, you two together.
Because he's so much bigger than me.
Yes. You fit neatly
Under his arm.
Under his armpit.